I'm going to record how to input new students. Go to this new student wizard. Click on new student. Remember that this email is the student's email, so many times this will be blank. And I have been putting the dad's name first, and an sign, and then the mom's name. Sibling number, the oldest is 1. He does have a sibling, so it's 1 of 2. And then remember that again, this cell phone, cell carrier, driver's license number is the student's information. So if you do not have the information on the student, leave that blank. The parent's information goes elsewhere. Then click on the other tab, the birth date of the student. And then the church names are input in a different location under lists and then church. So if you do not have the church already in the system, you will not be able to put in their church name here. And then click Save Changes. And then go to the Enroll tab. Click that. Because we're inputting these students into the database for the current school year, you will select current. If you were enrolling them for next year, you would choose next year. And the grade level that they're at, so depending on if you're putting them into current or not. And then additional tabs come up. You'll go to the Forms tab, click on Add, drop from the template the new student packet template, and this will choose all of the forms that have been pre-selected for a new student. And then you're also able to eventually change if we have received it or not. Contracts would be their billing, but we do not have their billing information in the database yet. And then under address, this is a new student that has not been put in. Their parents have not been put in yet either. So it will be a new address. The last name, the address, and then this would be their home phone. Many times on the application, we did not necessarily get their home phone, so I am leaving this off until we can verify what their home address is versus cell phone numbers. And then you'll go up here to click AR account. And this is a new account because we do not already have an AR account set up for that family. Put in the last name, and I have been putting the ARs under the dad's first name. And then I do select Mr. and Mrs. for the AR. And then the email address. And email statements, choose the selection, yes. Eventually cell phones and carriers would be input into here. And then save changes. You'll notice we are making progress up here. The student, this is the student number, his last name, first name, the age. If a birthday was inserted, it will say that. This blue means they are actually enrolled for that term, which is current. This is summer, and this would be future. And then AR has the dad is tied to the AR account. And then now we're wanting to add to family. We need to get their family record established. So we can click on add to family, create family contact like the AR account. And the answer is yes, so okay. So the one that is in there for the AR is the father, Phil. So we will select the relationship of father and hit save. A family record like the AR record has been created. So now we have family residing with father. Now we need to go in. It does not pull the address, so you do have to go in and pull the address for that. But the address is in there, so now you can go to find address. Oh. Oh, and we need to get into the family tab, not the AR tab. So you go to family. Find address. And it does not pull over the address into the family tab. One of the steps that can sometimes be overlooked is you have to click that save address, and I did not do that. So you will need to go back to the student tab, put in the address again, and this time I need to make sure I click on save. Again, remember that this phone number is their home phone, so save address. Now we can go to the AR account. Under the address tab, we can find address. And you notice it does show now because I had forgotten that step. Okay, so now the AR is complete. So we go back to that family tab. We can go to the AR tab first. Add to family. And we do want to create a family contact like the AR. Again, this is under the dad's name. So we would select father. If there was a custody issue, you could put a warning on it with a warning note, so that would pop up. A family record like the AR record has been created. So now you can go to the family tab. And you'll notice that now the address is in there. It did pull it. And then we need to add the mom in here. So we need to add a new family member. And then again, we don't want to put in the cell phone number and cell phone carrier until we have that carrier information and make sure that we are putting in the correct cell phone. Under relationship, it is the mother. And then save changes. So now you'll notice for this student, the first and last name, the age, they are currently enrolled in the 4th grade. The dad is the responsible one for the AR, the accounts receivable, and then the family consists of mother and father. If there were grandparents, you would be able to add grandparents as well. You could add pictures of the parents as well, so that when they come to pick them up, that is the information that we can find. Oh, and you do have to go in and link the address to the mom as well. The address is in there, so you just have to pull it over, but it does not automatically pull that information. But now it is. So the address connections right here is a good way to verify everything. The accounts receivable is under the dad, Phil. The student is Gibson Wing. So far, his sister will be added next. His family is his dad and his mom. Okay, so now we are going to go back to the student wizard, click on the plus. And now we're going to add his sister. So it is a new student. Click on new. If they go by a different name, you can put that there. And remember, again, this email address is the student's email address. And it is the second sibling. And again, this information over here is the student's information. On the other tab is the place for their birth date, as well as their church. And it does default in with the last one that was picked off the menu, or off the menu. So if you're entering a new family, it's important that you to change that. Then you'll click Save Changes. And then click on the Enroll button. This will allow you to enroll them in the current, summer, or the upcoming year. And they are currently enrolled in the 3rd grade. And then we're able to go in and add the forms. Again, we add it from the template, the new student packet template. And the contracts would be once their bill or the different terms, like an elective class, etc. Again, you need to find the address. The address is already in there. We know that we've put it in, so you can just do a search. And again, you could upload the student's picture as well. Now, because the sibling already has an AR and a family, we can click on this Mirror AR and Family button, and we'll type in the last name. We want to mirror Gibson. I want to show you. It will let you choose her as well. You do not want to mirror her because her record does not yet have an AR or a family contract, so it would mirror blank documents. So you want to make sure you mirror the child or the student that has already been entered. So mirror Gibson, and it's saying that it has created a mirror. And then you can go up to the AR accounts receivable record and see that the AR has been put in. The email address and the address is already in there. And then click on Family, and you can see that the family of Phil and Amber, mother and father, are already input as well. And so it has all of the information already. And you can see from the address that Gibson and Maya are now the students, tied to an accounts receivable of Phil being the one to manage that. And then the family is mother and father, Amber and Phil. And then that is complete. Those 2 students and their family have been entered.